Hey everyone, it's Thursday, November 19th. Tomorrow you don't have school, so don't forget about that, and don't forget to go and check in on campus so that you're marked present. Today you are going to be doing some setting and theme stuff. So what you need to do is choose one activity from the choices that are listed on this sheet. So click here. And you are going to be working with the story Muffin again. So it says that the setting of a novel or a short story is important, but sometimes readers mistakenly ignore the setting if it doesn't grab us immediately. For instance, dystopian novels force readers to consider the setting. The setting requires acknowledgement because it's different. But we also need to pay attention to the setting if it's not something that's so major. So all settings matter. For students to understand characters, they have to understand the time periods in which those characters are living. Sometimes settings serve as more of a motif or a symbol, and other times the setting is more subtle, but they can reveal motivation and beliefs. So in Muffin, remember we are set during World War II in England. So what you need to do is choose one of the following activities. So the first thing that you could do is describe the setting from a different point of view. So you could look at, right now, the story Muffin is third person point of view. So you could look at Muffin from, or you could look at the setting from Daisy's point of view. You could look at the setting from the old lady's point of view. You could write from the dog's perspective. You could write from Fat Alice's perspective. So think about what the setting might look like from a different perspective. The second option is to design or plan a movie set for the story setting. So you could do this by drawing, or you could do this by, you could do a Google slide and incorporate a bunch of pictures together to put together a scene. So outline what different scenes would look like. You could research different areas or what that town might look like or what that place might look like. If it's set somewhere different, like think about colors. What colors might you include if you're doing this? The next one is to write a welcome brochure or design a town's website for the main setting. So for this one, again, it would be a drawing one or something that you might put together online. So what would the town's Chamber of Commerce show off about the town? If someone was buying a house in this town during this time, what would the real estate agent highlight? So think about that. Your last option is to recall a children's story that has a similar setting. So think about children's stories you've read or other short stories that you've read. How are they similar? How are they different? How could you make a connection between this story and another story? For this, it wouldn't necessarily have to be a children's story. If you want to connect it to something different, go ahead. So when you do this, there are some requirements that you have to have that are listed right down here. So the first thing, make sure that you find quotes from the story Muffin that help describe the setting. This is like direct characterization, direct setting quotes from the story. Note what is specifically said about the setting. Find quotes that indirectly describe the setting as well. So this is like indirect characterization. So find ways that the author reveals setting either through objects or through what the characters say or how the characters are dressing or doing. Think about how that tells us a little bit about the setting as well. So after you analyze the setting, I want you to create a three-part theme statement that is also directly created by the setting. So the other day you did one that was directly created by the characters. Today it needs to be directly created by the setting. Include a theme statement in the activity that you choose to complete. So the things you need to turn in. One of these assignments, it should also have quotes on it and it should have a theme statement. If you have questions, let me know. Otherwise, the Dropbox is right here. Have a great day.